What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade. Basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to do the all NBA teams this year. Has been a tough one, not because players have been amazing, because of COVID, protocols, injuries throughout the entire season, teams not really getting off to good starts or having good finishes. And honestly, when I look at the All NBA teams this year, there's no right or wrong answer. It's guys that have played close to the same level. Not too many guys have really been destined to be above other players this year. I think this is a year where if the All NBA teams are all over the place, I'm not going to be mad or frustrated, even with the real results, just because it's really been neck and neck at every position besides the first team. And with that being said, that's what made it tough. Like, there's a lot of guys that I want on this list. There's a lot of guys that I thought should be on this list, but it's tough to do all three teams without really going crazy because of the injuries, because of COVID, and because of the inconsistent play from every team basically this year. I want to start with the third team, Rudy Gobert. I think he's the clear cut third best center in the league this year. Has been the best defensive center again for the last 4 or 5 years, and that hasn't changed. Still was a great rebounder. Did enough offensively where he wasn't terrible or hurting his team during the regular season. They have been great because of him probably being their best player on their team outside of Donovan Mitchell. And even if you compare him to Donovan Mitchell, he's up there. And I think Gobert was the easy one for the center. Where it gets tricky is the forward position. This position, some guys got hot, some guys cooled off, some guys missed a lot of games, and it's kind of hard to judge who are the three best forwards, the two best forwards. And I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler as one of them. I feel like the Heat are in the playoffs. They have been able to correct their season for the most part, and Jimmy Butler 27-7, shooting almost 50% from the field, which he still can do because there's still some games left. And he has been amazing. The Heat have been terrible to me. They have been overrated this year, and they have been a disappointment. But Jimmy Butler has played amazing. He has played like the Jimmy Butler that was an All NBA player last year, but I did think he took it to another level this year, and he has played enough games to where he should be able to be one of those players, and I think he will get it. Julius Randle, I would have never believed it coming into this year, but with guys like KD, and I can go on, missing substantial part of the time, somebody has to get the spot, and Julius Randle has been an all-star, and I do think he should be an all-NBA player this year. The rebounds are there. The assists are there. The efficiency from the field is above 45%. The efficiency from three is above average, especially for a player like him that plays power forward, and I think that he should be able to get the third team. Chris Paul, I wanted him on the second team, but I ended up going with him on the third team. This sounds crazy because when you look at his number, it doesn't scream like other guards that's not on this list. But when you factor in defense, when you factor in team success, when you factor in the fact that he is efficient for his size and what he does, and he still got some more games to play, Chris Paul is an All NBA player this year for me again. Bradley Beal, this is a controversial one. Some people like Russ, some people like a lot of guards I can mention, but I'm gonna go with Bradley Beal. He's been averaging 30 from day one, and he has been able to do it still to now. His points have went down, but the Wizards are rising, and he's a big part of that. And if they make the playoffs, he's going to be a big reason for that. So I do think Bradley Beal is an All NBA player this year, and I think he will be the scoring champion. Second team, Joel Embiid. I think the MVP is going to be Jokic, and if he's the MVP and the best player this season, he has to be first team. So Embiid goes second. I got Tatum. This is going to surprise people. I got him fourth. He has had a good start, and he had a decent middle, and he's ending the season the right way, going on scoring binges. I think that puts him above Jimmy Butler and Julius Randle because the only thing that hurts him is the COVID situation. But other than that, Tatum has been pretty good this year, and I think that he should be rewarded with another All NBA team. This time second. Third, LeBron. I think LeBron will obviously be first team if he didn't miss as much games as he has done. He was an MVP candidate, had a good chance of winning it, but he did go down a little bit once Anthony Davis went injured, and then he ended up missing a significant part of the season. And I think that since he had one of the best peaks this year, as he could have probably won the award if he kept playing at the way he was, I think LeBron will be good enough for second. This is surprising because LeBron has made it a lot in these last 3-4 years. He's been dropping in the All NBA. I don't think you can make a legitimate case for LeBron being first team. I don't think it's a case for him to be first team this year. And he came in as the best player in the world, and he's not even in my top 5 MVP. And if I had to be honest, he's second team for the forwards. Second, for the guards, Paul George, I think he has been outstanding the entire year. People forget that he does play shooting guard, but he has been one of the best shooting guards in the league, and he has been top 5 at that position all year. His efficiency has rose. His defense has been solid, and he has been great from 3 all year. So he is definitely the second best, one of the top guards in this league, and he proved it this year. I thought he would, and he did. Damian Lillard, I got him finishing on the second team. He's getting off to a cooler start, but he had a great beginning, a great middle, and he has a little bit of a rocky ending. But you have to account the entire season, and he's been great for the most part. So, I got Dame finishing on All NBA second team again. Like I said before, Nikola Jokic is the MVP for me. And if he's the MVP, he has to be number one at his position. And he's the number one center for me. Easily the best center in the league this year. Stay healthy the entire year, basically, and been dominant even when the team struggled. And they have finished within the top 5 in the West, which is highly impressive. And Jokic has been the driving force. And you got to give him credit by making him on the team. Kawhi Leonard, people sleep on him as a forward. I feel like Kawhi Leonard has been one of the top forwards this year, and he has picked up his play. And I have to reward him with that. Has been efficient from the field, has been great with the assists, has been great on the defensive end. Hasn't been the Kawhi of old, but he has been great for that position, and he has been unstoppable. The problem was he missed a lot of games again, but not the extent that he was missing before. And you have to give him credit on that. And his team has been one of the best teams in the league the entire year. And he's a part of that reason alongside Paul George. Giannis has been probably the best forward in the league this year, has been underrated this year. People don't look at Giannis as this dominant player, but he has been the last 3 years. I think the thing that hurted him was the Bucks wasn't number one like that was the 2 years prior, and his defense hasn't been as great as the 2 years prior. But Giannis has been dominant on both ends of the court enough to secure his spot. I think if KD's healthy, LeBron's healthy, Anthony Davis, those guys give him more of a challenge, but they wasn't, and he was. So you have to give the credit to Giannis, and he had 49 points today. I watched that game, and it showed you that Giannis is trying to do more. He's trying to take his game to another level, and that's what he's going to have to do if the Bucks going to win the title. So let's see if he can do it in the playoffs, as it's around the corner, and they have locked up a top 3 seed in the East, so they will have home court advantage. Luka Doncic. Some people like Dame, some people like Luka. Dame is falling. Luka is rising. Luka has been pretty decent the entire year. And I think he gets first team on this list. And I also will have Stephen Curry first team. Got off to a rocky beginning. Has been great for the most part since then. Missed a couple games, came back and was scorching the NBA, and he still is. And has a chance to be the scoring champion this year. He has done it before, and he has a chance to do it this year. I don't think they're going to do much in the playoffs. I don't think they have been great this entire year, but Steph has really gave you a reason to watch him, and he has been probably the best guard in the entire league this year. Honorable mentions will obviously be Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, James Harden. Those guys have been great. Harden is definitely in the conversation. The thing that hurts him is that he has got off to a bad start with the Rockets. He put up numbers, but they really wasn't winning. And then he had to sit out all that stuff. Then he gets traded. He has got off to a decent start. Then the numbers started coming. And then he has missed a big chunk of the season. And we still don't know when he's going to come back. I think that hurts his case of being an All NBA player. But you can't say that about Chris Paul. You can't say that about Bill. You can't say that about Dame. You can't say that about PG. You can't say that about Luca. And you can't say that about Steph. So what I can say, those guys deserve it more. Those guys have earned that this year, and this is my list. What you agree with, disagree, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know y'all lists in the comment section below. And this is just my opinion. This is just what I think have been the best 15 players in the league at their positions. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. Hopefully I'll be back with another video Monday. And that's all I got to say.